close enough to my home now. We have brought the dog up here a few times. It's about an hour's walk up here. We're doing a photo shoot for kind of iconic paddies.
I feel like I should really bare my chest at this stage.
I'm the 50th photograph they've taken of 50 different Padraigs, paddies in Ireland from all different walks of life.
Great. Just stay there and get me now for this thing.
It's a book to show that there's many types of Irish paddies, and we're not all cut from the same cloth.
And just bring the leg back for me for just a couple of shots. Yeah, great.
I did it. I had a career that has surpassed anything I could have ever imagined. And days like this, where you get reminded, you've got to take it in and enjoy it. Well, I'm not done yet. It's home. It really is home. Very proud of Ireland. I think we're really, really good country. When you travel the world and you come back to Ireland, we're a pretty nice place. Nice place to be. 3 guys come in basically 5 days a week in the mornings. They get pretty much it all done in a couple of hours. It's kept to a perfect standard.
While home in Dublin, Ireland, Padraig Harrington's lifelong love of golf is evident by his property, which also serves as his training ground.
Oh, I hope you didn't get that in camera. It was my first one of the day. Look, This is my work. This is where I come and practice. Putting in the hours out here, trying different shots, tinkering away, getting your game ready. I think I could spend a day here trying to get that ball to stay on the green. There is everything to keep you interested, and the most important thing if you're going to practice anything is that you stay interested. There's no point in practicing a boring shot. You'll lose your interest, you'll daydream. This is a bad day for the winter here. It's showery, it's windy. Because this is my home, if I get cold in 10 minutes' time, I'll go in and have a cup of tea, and then I'll come out again. I'm looking for a little bit of comfort in my practice, and I have it here. Okay, I delivered on that one at least.
What a time to deliver.
He came up with a fantastic shot.
Still competitive as ever, as joining the PGA Tour Champions in 2022 has lit a new fire for the 3-time major winner.
If you tune into the Champions Tour, you're guaranteed some excitement with players that you're very familiar with.
Already with the senior major under his belt, has made an immediate impact.
You're going to have guys at the end of the day fighting it out, and the drama. We're hitting shots.
How about that swing?
He hits it perfect.
Every shot I hit in the Champions Tour, coming down the stretch, under pressure, in front of the crowds, is me reliving the glory I had back in my heyday. Every one of them. It's not just the moment that I'm enjoying what I did in the past. I was the youngest of 5 boys. I hung out a lot with my brother, who was nearly 2 years older than me. Because I was competing against him and his friends, I tended to be pretty decent at whatever I played. On the golf course, I was in control of my own destiny, and I was winning. Everything was going well, so it was easy to see, golf was going to be favoured.
Overlooking Greater Dublin sits Stackstown Golf Club.
It was my playground as a kid. It was so close to my family.
And within its clubhouse walls lies a shrine to not only Padraig's accomplishments, but the contributions from his family.
Without the Harrington family, the club wouldn't have existed. His father was here building the club by hand. It is a great association that we have with the Harrington family, and we're delighted to have it.
My father was a policeman and he played golf, but he realised that young policemen, recruits coming to the city, couldn't afford to join golf clubs at that time, so they convinced the Garda Social Club to buy this land and lease it to them, and they built a golf course. Probably the youngest memory I ever have, I can remember physically building the 12th green in Staxton. 4 or 5 years of age, actually levelling the green with my feet. I got exceptional support. Kind of emotional. My mum and dad at the time, they said they'd mortgage the house, which is a big deal for... God, I am emotional about that. Didn't think I was going to go there. Everything about the golf course developed my golfing personality. When I played, it was very windy, got very bouncy and very tricky. So a good round of golf, as a good player, you might hit 6 greens in regulation. So you end up with a great short game, you end up with a great competitive mindset, you ended up with getting the job done. I learned how to be a player here. I got wins at each level. When I won the Leinster Boys at 15 years of age, that was my breakthrough win outside my golf club. I used a golf ball that week, a Titleist LT. I used it for 63 holes, and I'd found it the week before. Times were different. I went 18 months in Ireland, never losing a stroke play event over 36 holes. So that's probably the peak of my career ever. Full 18 months, every scratch cup, every qualifier, anything at 36 holes or more in Ireland, I didn't get beat.
He was a boy prodigy on his way up, making his way, and I was trying to make my way in the golf scene.
Jody was my foursomes partner. When it came to all those wins I had back in the day, I played foursomes with Jody. What a golfer. Super golfer.
Straight away, he took charge. So he was the captain of our team, and you know, it remained that way for 6 years. Culminated in us being selected for the Walker Cup in '95.
We beat Tiger in the Walker Cup with John Harris.
Tiger just won 2 US Ams, would go on to win a 3rd one, but he was their star. We knew we'd be up against him and we had a great match. We ultimately won 2-1. It was great to beat him and play him. So Sunday, we win.
I'm impressed he's all dressed up for me.
How you doing, Chief?
Great. How are you?
Great, really good. Really. He's asked me the question on Walker Cup.
How we were
Fourth call.
We were going up the 6th hole and Jody, look at this, we got him. Yeah, it was great days. What more could you have asked for? We travelled around Europe and we played golf. What a life. I don't think I could have turned pro without winning a Walker Cup.
Oh.
I don't think I could have.
The Walker Cup win was the springboard Padraig needed. A success soon followed on the DP World Tour after turning pro in 1996.
So I finished 11th the first year, and I swear to you, I just ran with the ball. And the second year, I was even more motivated to prove that the first year wasn't a fluke. I had such fear that, you know, this is all going to disappear, and I just kept going. Fear is a great motivator. Fear is excellent. I know it can wear on you, but fear for me definitely works. It works on the golf course, it works off the golf course, it motivates me, it gets me going.
And his brand of motivation led to a successful stint on the DP World Tour, highlighted by winning the Order of Merit in 2004, and then turning his focus to the PGA Tour soon after, which paid off.
Padraig Harrington has won here in the United States, his first on the PGA Tour.
The Honda was a bit of a shock at the time. I had a good last round to win it, and VJ missed that short putt. I think the instant validation was more the Barclays. The putt was up the tier and it came over the top. So the ball is trickling for about 12 feet dead straight at the hole. And I'm going, please hold your line. And obviously it did hold the line, it pops into the hole.
A remarkable eagle to finish his 2nd win on tour this year.
I think a lot of times the second win is very important. It validates the first one.
Even further validation came in the years that followed.
How about it? Nice putt by Harrington.
With a career-defining run in the majors,
I felt I could beat anybody, even if they played their best golf. As in, I was capable of doing that with my own game. My win in Carnoustie, I played great.
Padraig Harrington, the Open champion.
Only for my second win, which came a year later at Birkdale. First win was very exciting. The second win was very satisfying. The way I did it, the style, the way I played, the shots I hit. Maybe you could say 2 was my validation. I got my third really quick, which was a bonus. I ticked the box, no doubt about it.
While Harrington ticked the major boxes, victories eluded the Irishman the following years.
I played better in 2009, 2010, but I didn't perform as well as 2008 because that was my peak, and you're trying to live up to that peak. That's just the reality. And you want to go and look at every player, you will find that they had 2 seasons where things were just better and easier. And I got the yips in 2012. Oh, Padraig.
And that will be an extreme challenge for Harrington.
And after battling through swing changes, Harrington found victory once again 7 years later.
Another Honda Classic victory for Harrington, 10 years removed from his first. The oldest winner ever at the Honda Classic.
Winning Honda in 2015, I enjoyed it for the satisfaction of winning.
But more than that, winning at age 43 was a premonition of what would come in the later stages of his career.
Harrington holds him off. That is now his 3rd win this season on the PGA TOUR Champions.
Evident in how he preserves his longevity at home in Ireland.
Training to me is anti-aging. I know I need to keep the vitality up, and that's why I train. The biggest problem as you get older is you lose muscle mass. So majority of my training is just trying to keep muscles. The Champions Tour has made me a better player.
Harrington rewrites the record books. That's a new PGA Tour Champions 72-hole scoring record.
What also helps keep his game sharp
Welcome back to Paddy's Golf Tips.
is the vast knowledge from his successes that he extends to others, and even utilizes himself with his swing tips.
I've always wanted to do it, to be honest. Likewise, don't stick your bum out. This ain't good.
I do them in one take. If you don't like it, don't watch them. This is what I think, and I put them out there in my own words. Do not bend your knees.
Well, he shares some of his thoughts with us, and he has a lot of thoughts, believe me.
But guess what?
They're pretty funny. There's a lot of pauses and a lot of is in there. He's witty. I think he's fun. I think some of that personality comes out during his videos, and folks really enjoy him.
Out to my right and hit a beautiful little draw.
I could give the best golf tip on social media, and it would get some coverage, no problem. But if I post a picture of Wilson, it'll get far more coverage. People love Wilson. When you go around the world and you come back to Ireland, you realise how good it is here.
Who's going to clean you after this?
Wilson was my first dog. We have him 3.5 years. It's been amazing. He just took over our lives. He becomes the centre of your family, of your life, and everything revolves around him. Yeah, it's just part of the family now. I'd probably ask for more photos of Wilson every day than I do of my kids.
I did. Oh, yeah. I did it.
A passionate, proud man from Dublin, from humble beginnings at Stagstown to a storied professional career. And now, even greater heights on PGA Tour Champions.
The Champions Tour this year, we've got far more attention than it feels like than even back in 2008. You're hitting great shots, and you know people saw you win the majors or watching you now, and you think, oh, he still has it, he's still doing it. It gives you the opportunity to relive your past glories, which is fabulous. It feels new again.